What's going on, guys? Seth and Chevy here. We just watched episode 21 of season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. We'll be talking full spoilers ahead, so if you have not watched to this point, click away. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to be talking full spoilers, and let's jump into a real quick recap. Basically, this was a continuation of last episode's fight, where a lot of things happened, but basically the whole episode was a fight. We got Todo and Yuji working together, fighting against Mahito. Everyone's kind of wore out, except for Todo, proving a problem for Mahito. So Mahito basically sends these transfigured, how did he describe those things?
I mean, effectively, they're just transfigured people who are all attack and no defense.
Yeah, sent those after Todo. Todo, dealt with them, but realized, yeah, like you said, they were all attack, no defense, because he's able to take them out one hit at a time. While that distraction is happening, because obviously Mahito just really wants Todo out of the picture. Him and Yuji are fighting for a while. I don't think anything big happened there outside of just fight scene. And then eventually Todo makes his way back. Mahito comes up with a plan basically to try and eliminate Todo because he's really making this an uneven fight for Mahito. He creates his domain expansion for 0.2 seconds, just enough time while they're trying to stop him in this, very quick time. Just enough time to infect Todo's arm, in which Todo's quick to chop his own hand off, thus making his clap ability not as easily done, basically. You guys watch the episode, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so he chops that off. Mahito goes to do a strike on Todo. Todo puts all of his energy into his stomach to block the hit. Yeah, while Mahito is in close range of Todo, Todo uses Mahito's own hand to basically tag Yuji in. So we see in that moment that the clap can still happen. It doesn't have to be his hands. He just has to do the clap. It's very interesting for me. And yeah, Yuji comes in and cracks him really good. And Todo goes to sleep because he is not feeling so good after what just happened. But
he also touched Mahito and took damage from that. So
yeah, he did that. We also got an interesting imagination situation with Todo, where his little pendant dropped and showed Yuji and whoever that idol was. Yeah, and Mahito, I thought it was funny. He was even looking at it going like, what? And Todo was having this whole thing where he was just beating the shit out of Mahito, and then I think that's when he did the clap. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's out of the picture for now, and then Mahito basically reveals his final form, a weird hardened body, basically armor, because we see that a couple times the armor gets revealed a bit of him under it. It's his final form, basically. Him and Yuji go at it for a while, and then we find out that Yuji needs to use Black Flash, is what it's called. And then we get a little context saying that no sorcerer has ever been able to use Black Flash at will. And then Mahito kind of acknowledges that, but has a feeling that Yuji can do it. And yeah, Yuji basically shows that he's just kind of cocking back and getting ready to do that. A little bit more fight ensues, and then finally, at the very end, we get Todo showing up with he's a sun bro. Praise the sun. He goes to clap with his hand in his now stub, and basically fakes out Mahito. Mahito is expecting to teleport. He doesn't. And when he doesn't, that gives Yuji time to crack him really hard with Black Flash, basically taking all of his soul energy away. I forgot what it's called, but he pukes and realizes he doesn't have anything in the tank anymore, Mahito.
Or humans.
And yeah, and he's basically useless at this point. So he does the thing that most people probably do in a situation where they expect to die, and he runs. We get a long sequence of them being transported to a snowy forest where Mahito is running among rabbits, and Yuji is following him with a pack of wolves. And definitely getting predator and prey vibes from this analogy. And yeah, Mahito just looks really pathetic, weak. Something that we haven't really seen from him as a character since he's been around, but not really too surprising considering the dude is a very, Weasley dude. Yeah, he's just stumbling around. He's freaking out. Yuji finally gets close to him, punches the ground at him, kicks him, and then tells him that he's going to kill him. He's going to kill him if he comes back in any way, and he'll keep killing him forever. Basically just saying that that's his purpose, that's his place in this war. As we're just hoping and praying that Yuji will just fucking kill this dude, Geto shows up and asks Mahito if he should save him or not, and then the episode ends. Also, one thing worth mentioning is at one point when Mahito was getting ready to do his domain expansion, he basically gave Sukuna the middle finger and revealed that, like, basically fuck you, like he doesn't care, because he was gonna what was the deal with the domain expansion, because Sukuna
don't touch him. Sukuna.
Yeah.
Which domain expansion touches everything inside of it. So
exactly. Yeah. So yeah, he definitely kind of, not that you can have a bridge with Sukuna, but he basically burned any imagination of a bridge between them. So an interesting thing, but we'll see where that goes in the next episode, because Mahito's still alive, and now Geto's in play, which makes me wonder what happened to Mei. Yeah. Impressions. Maybe the last episode or the next episode will just be like what happened
the
there.
Mei fight probably will be.
And then the show will end with the conclusion. We'll find out. No spoilers, please. Yeah. I say this every episode. We have not read the manga. Let us go through this with genuine surprises, because it's more fun that way. Thank you. Impressions.
That was an awful cliffhanger.
Yeah. Yep.
There've been a lot of them this show, but like, man, I've been waiting to see that guy die, and
seemed like the perfect time.
So focused on that the fact that Geto showed up was like not even a register for me, as much as just I was just mad that it was over. So.
Yeah, especially with how long the sequence of him following him was, and the whole time you're just like, just kill him, just kill him, just kill him, end him, and then yeah, Geto shows up. I'm like, oh fuck, dude, what's he doing here? That exacerbates a lot.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, it was a fantastic episode. As always, this season is just like killing it. The art direction, the animation, etc., is top notch. As it has mostly been. There was obviously some hiccups. When a lot of the tensions at Mappa were kind of at a head.
Yeah, honestly, the only episode that I really have seen like a huge noticeable effect from everything that's happening there, which is all valid. What's happening? People walking out and stuff. Was the Sukuna fight with Jogo. Or not Jogo. Was it Jogo? I think it was... No,
it was one after that, I think.
It was some big, crazy fight. Who the hell's fight was that? Anyway, that one had some very noticeable... No. It was Sukuna in that fucking thing that Megami summoned.
Right.
That fight, which was insane, but there was a lot of...
Unfinished.
Quality inconsistencies and stuff like that. So anyway,
but
other than that, it's been great.
Yeah, another thing I really like about this episode is one of my favorite things about this show is the hand to hand is always done really well, and watching Yuji and Mahito go at it was just awesome to watch. I also thought it was interesting that he went ahead and risked it all to do his domain expansion, because he basically is banking on that he either wins and kills Yuji and then he doesn't have to worry about it, or he loses and he dies and he doesn't have to worry about it. So yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to him. So.
It's a mix between he sees that the end of the fight's coming no matter what, but he doesn't have enough to really, because it's not going his way. He want to get rid of Todo, and he kind of like he took a nap, but like the fight hasn't been going his way towards this point. But also because he's such a wild card too, that he would take that risk and gamble.
Yeah.
And so it kind of fit his character as well. But it was also kind of revealing that he's like, I got to do something. Yeah. Because this isn't going anywhere, basically.
Well, yeah, because he's kind of, especially with Todo, he's kind of stuck because like Todo can't damage him because he doesn't hurt his soul or whatever. But he can't hit the guy either. So it's just like an endless conflict.
And so he's exacerbating shit, and Yuji can hit him. So it's just like not helpful.
Yeah, and Yuji can directly damage him. So, and then I think outside of all that, one of my favorite parts is when Yuji was just basically telling him he was going to kill him over and over again. That came off very awesome. I love the way they kind of showed his seriousness and intimidation there with his kind of blank face. Did the kind of typical, like, when he threw the snowball with the rock in it and he flinched and then he just only moved his eye to look back at him. Very cool.
Predator eyes.
And then, the shadow just overwhelming him in the beginning of the speech. That was really cool. I just mostly need answers, and I need to see if he dies or not, because I'm kind of, as we keep saying, sick of him. He needs to go.
Yeah, he better fucking die.
I hope Ghetto is just faking him out, to be honest.
Same.
So
I thought for a split second Ghetto was just going to kill him or something, because he's just useless now. But we'll see, because I don't think this zombie Ghetto has an allegiance to anyone. So
also, shout out to the mini Toto Idol music video part.
Especially just like last episode, when things are feeling kind of intense and dire, sometimes it's nice to have that, light break. And even in a moment where, I wasn't quite sure, I'm like, are they going to fucking kill Toto off? Like, I'm going to be so pissed if you kill him off. And if you kill him off, you got to do it in a cool way. Like, that guy deserves it. But no, it was just one of his weird imagination things where he still got the best on Mahito, even though he lost an arm or hand, which is wild. That's like, what? Didn't that guy earlier lose a hand too? I don't remember. What was the fuck was his name? Doesn't matter. Anyway, people are just losing limbs left and right, or losing their lives. But yeah, I was worried he's going to die, and then he didn't, so I'm glad. Even though he lost something. Anything else? Episode was great. Really am upset with the way it ended, but that's obviously for a reason. They designed it in that way for a reason, so it makes sense. The fight was good. Lot of tension still, because I don't know where it's going to go. I don't think like Yuji's going to die, but I'm worried between will you actually kill Mahito, or is this going to get dragged out, and is Toto going to die, or another character going to show up and something bad's going to happen? And I guess Geto did show up and something bad is going to happen possibly from that. But it was just a really solid fight. And if anything, the whole episode was kind of cool, because outside of what we saw, because every time I see Yuji fighting, I'm just like, yeah, he can punch real good. He punched real good. Same thing with Toto, but at least Toto can teleport. So he has like, some ability outside of being able to block really hard hits with his energy, which was cool. But Yuji, I'm still like waiting for something to happen. And this whole Black Flash reveal, whether this is just for this fight or a thing that might be ongoing, finally gives him something that's beyond just being a hard hitter. And it still is hard hitting, but it's an ability and something that people can actually, fear in a fight, as opposed to, I just got to get around this guy's punches and kicks and then do whatever the fuck I do to take him out. So it was almost like watching him level up in real time. At least if it's a permanent thing. Otherwise, it's really interesting to see, and I like the context of them saying no one else has done it. That kind of gives Yuji something special about him outside of having Sukuna in him. So that was cool. And yeah, the whole Mahito thing was interesting, because like he's risking it all. He did the domain expansion for like a millisecond just to do enough to disable Toto, and then turning into his fucking weird femto armored monster thing.
Blades.
Yeah, with the blades, and Yuji swinging at him while he's swinging, his swords at him, stuff like that. Really crazy. Kind of interesting to see that he had kind of like a final form going on that was very different than everything else he's been doing with all the weird transfigure bullshit that he does. And then very satisfying to watch him grovel and run off really weak and scared, but no payoff, because we don't know what happens next yet. So waiting for that. I was really hoping Yuji would just finish him off, but he was just putting the fear of God in him, I guess. I don't know. He's really savoring that. But after all the shit he's gone through, I don't blame him. But kind of, because you got to kill him. You got to kill Mahito. Yeah, overall, really good episode, though. Can't wait to see the next episode. I'm a little freaked out on what's going to happen in the next episode because we've just put a whole new variable in the mix that is not in the favor of the people I want to kill Mahito. So we will see. But yeah, good episode. Really enjoyed it. And the season, said every episode, has been awesome. Also, speaking of the season and our reviews, we did a review for episode 19 that I had uploaded, and it's not on YouTube anymore. So I don't know where that went, but if you're looking or you're watching through our reviews of the episodes and you're wondering where the hell review of episode 18's at, I don't know. It's gone. So you can get a good gist of what we thought of that episode, though, in the episode 20 review, because we kind of talk about some of the stuff that happened there as well, but I'm not sure what happened there. Just letting you guys know. So let us know in the comments what you guys think of this episode. What were some of the highlights? What do you think is going to happen in the next episode? Unless you know, please don't tell us. What do you think about Mahito and his basically final form, and then how he ran away? What do you think about this reveal of Yuji being able to use Black Flash at will? And what do you think about Todo? His imagination and his now one-hand-lessness. Let us know everything you think about in the comments below. I've been Seth. This has been Chevy. And until the next review, we'll talk to you guys later.